Namaste and welcome. Happy New Year, Chinese New Year. And it's also the sacred day of Imbolc, this midpoint between spring and winter, where it's time for us to start feeling the stirring of some shift and change. Great time to plant seeds and intention. And also as this energy of the water tiger comes into being, flow, right? Opening to greater flow, greater intention, greater movement, and really having the courage and taking the courage to walk in the path of your soul's integrity. So I thought today, or for the oracle reading for this week, I would do a card spread just to see what sort of the energies were for the coming month. I'm going to stick to the month, not just the year, because I think there's a lot that can really shift and change in time, especially at these times. But I was just curious to see what wanted to come out through us all and for us all as a group and as a collective. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know afterwards. I'd love to answer any questions if there are anything specific you had in alignment with what might be coming through for us and for the collective right now. And I'll, of course, always see, is there anything else that sort of wants to come through? So I had 3 decks I was working with today. This first one is the Durian Virtue deck of Ascended Masters. I love it because it sort of shows us who's the angel or who's the master's energy that's bringing its light to us right now, right? That's allowing us to open into this greater space of connection or listening. What is the energy or the focus sort of this month? And so I'm just going to with them here. I pulled this card actually last night for a client too. Open your heart to love, Jesus. Jesus, is such pure love energy, unconditional love, a mystical love, love without bounds and without boundaries, love of all things. I love how actually the lion, we've got the cat energy, that courage energy there, but we also have the sheep, right? That sweet softness that's just trying to do the best they can. And so when I see this beautiful card, it's reminding us that no matter what is going on, our biggest job is to open our heart to love, even of those or the things that we do not understand. Jesus is bringing in this unconditional just sense of support, asking us to open our heart, to be kind, and to be mindful of the way we express our own fears, our own worries. So beautiful. And, I will say I have seen a lot of love, seen a lot of division too in the past couple of days, but it's also been beautiful to be feeling and seeing a wave of love moving through many communities, many places. And so it's trusting that, and it's trusting the feeling in your heart instead of perhaps what your mind might say, or what you might read might say, or what someone else might say. What is the feeling that you're getting when you enter into any situation, any place, and to really both move from the heart, but trust in the heart as well. Beautiful. I'm so glad Jesus came to work with us today. The other card, just making sure I'm recording. The other cards I brought down were also an Ascended Master deck, Angel, an Ascended Master deck, and Crystal deck. And I'm not going to spend as much time with these in the book. There's so much information, but I'm just going to work with the main energy that comes up through them. And my intention as I'm shuffling the cards is really, again, to ask who is guiding us, or is there a reminder of something we need to be with over the next what's that sort of, what's that supportive energy that's sort of there to bring us into deeper understanding. And as always, I give so much thanks and so much gratitude to the energies that show up. Another one of my favorite cards. It is Goddess Freya and Amber, the Untamed. And again, I'll try and post pictures of these for you too. She's got a beautiful sacred geometry, almost very Celtic in its energy. And then this beautiful shining light of the amber behind, both behind her or behind the energy, and then also the crystal right in the separate center. And so Goddess Freya is I believe, a Norse goddess, a Norwegian goddess. And amber is like this ancient sticky resin, right? That's built up over time, and it's super clear in its purest form. It's super alive with the wisdom of the past, right? And also the wisdom of the sacredness of what is to come. It is reminding us that we are timeless, that we don't die or disappear, and that we are part of the, I don't want to say endless because it sounds so bad, but we're part of the circle of the wheel, right? And it doesn't stop no matter what happens. Life is moving through us. The mystery is moving through us. And there's so much beauty, there's so much grace, and there's so much ready to be born and to become in every moment. And that when the cycle is high, we're like high and oh, everything's great. And when it's low, we're like, oh, nothing's happening. It's like the cycle of the seasons. And this is reminding us both of the timelessness and the wisdom of what's in every moment. And then the Freya energy and the energy of the Untamed, I love it. It's about like living your heart's desires. It's not about being held back by constraints or constrictions, even of your own mind, right? How does your soul want to dance? And I love this because that tiger energy is sort of the same thing. It's like, how do you walk with autonomy right now and sovereignty and in integrity? And don't allow yourself to stay safe. It's about dancing the wild dance of Shakti. It's about being that creative force of energy. It's about birthing into the spring and into this new world and this new cycle with I don't even want to say grace because it's way more wild than grace. It's about live that dream, be the fire, harness the wisdom that you lived lifetimes before, and harness the wisdom that you're just remembering that's still to come, right? And Freya is not about holding things in. It's not about, she's a warrior goddess. She's like a Kali goddess, right? She's here to bring that fire forth. And she's also in this card, there's numbers, and she's the 888 number. And that's all about change. It's all about changing to the new paradigm. So this promises to be a wild month, but one that is grounded in the cycle of becoming, and one that's inviting you to own your voice, your truth, to not stay safe, and to jump into something that is so alive. What feels alive to you, right? And where can you dance? She's also like a snow goddess. And so in this card, there's snowflakes. And I think, again, she can move in the coldest of times, in even the darkest of days, and she brings the light, right? So very powerful. We've got Jesus and Freya. We've got the unconditional love, and then the wild flow of the untamed. I pulled out my heavy duty cards here. And in these cards, these are very powerful cards. Let's see what wants to come through for the month for us all. Let me just take a moment and see how I want to lay them out. Okay, I think I'm going to do a more traditional Celtic cross spread here today. I'll move through it quite quickly, but I'll lay the cards out and I'll go over one in each one in person or in its own way in a moment. Let me just see, what do we as a collective, what can support us or guide us? What are the energies for this next month? Sekhmet is with us as well. She is the energy of the lion. She's the energy, again, of that change, of walking in your truth, of being able to step into the fire of initiation. I just really want to recognize her very strong goddess energy. And for those of you that do know, these cards are usually pretty direct. They're going to tell us what we need to know. So the energy of the situation right now is the Knight of Cups in reverse. I'll go over these in a moment. The energy that is crossing us is Strength in reverse. Strength is a major arcana card. The foundation is Justice. Beautiful. What is just passing is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Lots of reverse. Makes sense. Things are pretty topsy-turvy. And what is above us is the Four of Pentacles, right side up. We've got I want to say 7, the 8 of Wands moving forward, moving just before us. So that would be definitely within the next month. And how we're feeling is the King of Cups in reverse. Influences around the situation, 6 of Swords. And the hopes and fears, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Lots of knights, lots of masculine energy in here, hey? And yet the goddesses that are showing up, Freya and Sekhmet. We have Jesus, right? Oh, and the outcome, the Empress, so beautiful. Just gonna see if there's another major arcana right away. No, we'll just stick with the Empress. Okay. So powerful. So just looking at this spread, we've been holding on. We've been feeling really stuck. There's been a lot of challenge, a lot of stagnancy on some level, I think, for us all. And it's getting time for that to shift and to change. Doesn't mean that all of a sudden we're going to be in huge flow, but that this month is a turning point towards something different. And there is a shifting of awareness and energy here. Lots of masculine energy, even just in the pictures. I think most of them are men, except for that divine feminine Empress, and lots in reverse. So a lot of unclear energy, stagnant energy, forceful energy, or energy that is forced because there is a stagnancy. I think, as many of us have discussed, the old ways are shifting, and in that shift, that whole structure is changing. Our foundation is changing. So it doesn't even have to be the masculine in a person, right? It can be the masculine in the way the world has been run, and that's what I really, really see it as. So the energy of the situation right now is the Knight of Cups. Now, Cups is love, it's connection, it's creativity. Knight, when it's right side up, it's like bringing gifts. It's like bringing this wellspring of energy. It's like Shiva holding the space for us to truly open to something new. And, so in reverse, the energy around the situation is like, we can feel it, we can see it. We know there's something that wants to be birthed, and it just feels shut down. For many of us, our hearts feel shut down, or we feel like every time we want to open into that heart space, we're being shut down. It's feeling like there's not a lot of grace, perhaps. It's feeling like any of that divine flow is just being held back. And I would even say, as far as maybe it's hard to really trust in the process and to trust that energy may be flowing. Our obstacle is Strength. Now, it was in reverse, but we sort of always try and look at these as right side up. I think it makes a lot of sense in reverse, though. Strength is the woman with the lion, and she's taming through love. And it's been very hard to do that. We're angry, we're frustrated, we're scared, we're stressed, we're done with whatever our own personal experiences right now. And there's been a lot of struggle over the last couple of years. And this obstacle, it's so beautiful. She's saying it's all about love. And that's where we need to go. And thank you, Jesus, for helping us, because it's about coming into that space of, we're not going to get it by force. We're going to get it by love, by unity, by coming together, by letting go of the boundaries that hold us from loving one another, and trusting in the cycle. And it doesn't mean not keeping our views or moving in alignment with our views or our beliefs and our integrity, but it's doing that and not having to force it to happen. It's anchoring in the light. This is what this card is about, anchoring in the light. Through softness comes everything. And it sounds so simple, and yet it's really challenging, because we're all feeling like we're banging our heads against the wall. I love the foundation. And this is oftentimes like what's been happening for a long time or what's the foundation. But to me, this is the foundation of what is going to happen as well. Justice, balance, finding justice. And my Qigong teacher has been talking about this a lot, in that things are so out of balance. So of course that happened because it had to balance out the imbalances. And so knowing the foundation of this is to create more balance and to create a space of deeper light, deeper love, and deeper awareness, deeper understanding, and to trust that things will be okay. Just passing the Two of Pentacles. So we've been back and forth. Oh, this might happen. This might happen. Things are going to open up for us. Things are going to do this for us. Oh, just not like confusion. That's what I would say. Confusion. And so in reverse, it's saying clear paths are now becoming clear. And especially over the last week or two, there is some direction happening and there's some energy flow moving. And we're seeing that. I'm definitely seeing that in my community and in my life too. So it's beautiful to see that. This highest energy, or like what's over the situation. That's how I would look at it. What's the energy over the situation? And this can change, but this is one of our challenges when I see this card. And it is the Four of Pentacles. And what does it look like? I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm holding on to my money. I'm holding on to my safety. I'm holding on to everything. We want to hold on. We don't want things to change. Even those of us that do want things to change, oh man, it's a lot, right? And so that's the holding on, the grasping, the grasping of what was. And we can take it into a larger space. Some people might say their governments are holding on and being too controlling. Some people might be like, oh, it's my mom or my sisters and our family patterns. But it's not. I mean, it is on some level, but it's us. We're holding on. We're afraid. We're wanting to find that ground instead of stepping into that place of the untamed, to step into that place of full freedom, right? Of feeling able to dance beyond the bounds. Very powerful spread. I'm so glad I did this today. And in fact, maybe this will be something I'll do every month. I think it's really powerful. Get ready. Things are going to move. Eight of Wands, quick movement, fast movement, fire energy, tiger, we're moving. So shift. Next couple of weeks, there are going to be some shifts. It's going to be some openings. It might be the way you wanted to go, might not, but it's decisive action, things moving. Doesn't mean an outcome right away, but there is going to be movement. And especially after all this holding on, wow, it's going to be exhilarating and maybe a little scary too, but good, very good. How are we feeling? Divine masculine has shut us down. So it wouldn't be divine. It would be more like stagnant masculine, unbalanced masculine. King of Cups, right side up. Generous, giving, kind, flowing, open to change. I think we're all just feeling like stuck. It's that stuck feeling. It's like we're ready. Open the gateways, open the floods. And again, this old structure or this old paradigm, it hasn't been ready to let go. And it's not been the time for it to let go. And so, all of us on some level are feeling this collective like, we're ready. We're ready. And then we've got the Six of Swords, this general situation and energy around things. And we're moving. We're even moving now. We're moving through water. Swords are air and spirit. We're moving into a direction we've never gone in before. And we're opening into something beyond our wildest dreams. And we are held and we are cared for. And we might feel really scared or uncertain, but there is movement. So trust in that movement and trust in that flow. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, our hopes and fears, letting go of the whole paradigm. In reverse, stubborn, holding on, not wanting to change. Knight of Pentacles is that pentacle energies. I'm bringing you security. I'm bringing you safety. I'm bringing you I'm bringing you financial abundance. I'm bringing you everything you need to feel grounded, or what we thought we need. Well, in reverse, there's the stubbornness. I don't want to let that go. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I think we've learned in the last year, what is security, right? What is security? And the only security there is in that we're this beautiful energy that's always flowing. We are timeless. We are endless. And so as the hope part, we're done. The old way is done. Doesn't mean we can't be abundant. It can't mean we can't have financial or physical safety, but it's about letting go of that ruling our world or our life and opening up to the pure abundance and grace of spirit. This is going to be a big month. Wow, I'm really excited to see how this shifts. And our outcome, the Empress, new birth, creativity, Venus energy, flow. She's in the garden. She is just so taken care of, nourished, nurturing, giving, but giving to herself. I mean, look at her. Again, I'll maybe take a picture of her too for everyone. This is the divine Empress. This is the energy of pure divine feminine. So this is amazing. We see all this dysfunctional masculine that we're ready to let go of, but afraid. We see energy moving, and we see this divine feminine, this divine mother guiding our way. This is a month. This is 28 days this year in February, 28 days. Powerful. So be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to feel the stagnancy if it's there, but allow yourself to dance the dance of the untamed, to be mindful of your heart and your thoughts, and to open to the grace of all things. Wow. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any reflections on this. I did this as a recording because I couldn't make it to the live oracle reading today. And now that I did this, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do this every month. And we can also, if people are interested, do a live oracle reading, or you can send in questions and I can answer it here. And yeah, we'll just see. And for those of you, if I do decide to share this publicly this month, just know that this is something I offer in my Soul Star Collective and the Water Temple and Up. And it's an opportunity to go deeper into Oracle, go deeper into Spirit, and please feel free to check it out. I would so love to have you with us. There's so many more things: meditations, Qigong, mantra, mudra, community. It's beautiful. Anyways, thank you all so much. And so much love. Namaste.